Today I'm filming the 2020 Honda Civic Si in this beautiful Agarian blue exterior color. This vehicle competes against the Subaru WRX and also the Veloster N. So my question for today's video is, how does this vehicle compare to the other competition? Color. Let's look here at the front fascia of the Honda Civic Si. As you can see, there are full LED headlights on this car because Honda used the actual headlights from the Type R, which is this bigger, this car's bigger brother or sister, with these LED turn signals, also with these LED daytime running lights. You also have LED fog lights to your lower part of your bumper with some body colored accents, your SI badging, which is here, and your Honda badging. But let's look under the hood and see what powers this Si. So looking here under the hood of the Si, unfortunately, Honda does not use any any hood struts. They just give you this pop rod. This is a 1.5 liter inline four. It makes 205 horsepower, 192 foot-pounds of torque. As this sits, it weighs 2,900 pounds. Fuel economy is at 26 in the city, 36 on the highway. This also has a 6-speed manual transmission with a limited slip differential, and Honda says they changed the final drive ratio to about 6%, so you can get a little bit of acceleration, 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. But let's take a look at the side proportions of the Honda Si. Looking at the side proportions here of the Si, starting out with these tires and wheels. These are a 235/40. The wrapped in is 18-inch rim design. I actually like the multi-spoke matte black finish here. You also have 4 disc brakes for all 4 wheels. My Chester does come with a standard size sunroof. Your wheelbase is 106.3 with overall length of 182.8. But let's look at the rear of the Honda Si. So at the rear of the Si here, this does have a rear spoiler. It's not like the Type R with those big, massive spoilers back there, but looking at the taillight design here, these are an incandescent setup with an incandescent brake light, incandescent turn signal, also with an incandescent reverse light. I actually like the rear diffuser here. I like the body colored accents here as well. There is some badging back here at the rear of the vehicle with your Civic badge, your Honda emblem, and also this beautiful red Si badge. Looking at the exhaust here, this is the center mounted exhaust. I don't know if you guys hear what that sounds like really quick. You guys can hear it doesn't sound good at all, honestly. Even when you put it into the actual sport mode, that's one thing that Honda should work on when it comes to the exhaust, is to make it more burbly, make it more deep. Because one thing, you can scrape pipe it, or you can do some aftermarket things to it to make it sound a little bit better than it did before. There's a standard backup camera here. Open up the cargo here, you get around 14.7 cubic feet of space. And we lift up this load floor here, you do get a fix-a-flat kit instead of a spare tire. Looking at this beautiful exterior blue color of the Honda Si here, I have the key fob here in my hand. It's my friend's personal car, so this key fob is in a protective plastic little rubberized piece. As you can see, there is some functions here on the key fob. There's a lock, unlock, a trunk release, and also a panic button. But to get inside the Civic here, you can press this button here to lock the door. And of course, you guys seen plenty of Honda videos. Honda does a sensor behind the door handle here. Open up this interior here. This is a red and black interior. I feel like Honda should have did a little bit more with the interior, but I'm gonna talk about that once I get inside the vehicle. Here, upper part of your dashboard, your door panel, there is a soft touch ejecting molded plastic. You got this aluminum style door handle here. Your mirror controls and lock controls are gonna be here. It is express up, express down for the driver and passenger. Some additional storage here. It is holding this water bottle just fine, as you can see. And also your trunk release. This is a manual adjustable seating here. I actually like the red stitching for the Si logo here. But getting inside the Si, as you guys know, this is a sedan, so it does sit a little lower. So to start up the Si, put the clutch in and press the start button here. As you can see, it will start right up for you. And the gauge will do like a nice sweep here. All your controls and stuff are going to turn on. It does have Honda's safety sense, which is lane departure mitigation, your stability control, forward collision warning. The steering wheel here is a nice leather wrapped steering wheel, adaptive cruise control here. You also have your voice and volume controls here on the left side. This full LCD display here. It does tell your range. You can also customize it how you want with your FM, AM, Apple CarPlay. Yeah, we don't want no copyright over here. So you can just go through different functions with the help of this pad here. Looking here at this infotainment system, this is Honda's infotainment system. A lot of people give this thing a lot of crap, and so am I. The screen is way too small. Some of the other competitors are offering like a 9-inch display or a little bit bigger than that, so Honda's a little bit behind at times with the actual infotainment system here. But this is the iOS 13 for the Apple update. As you can see, it does have the Apple Maps here. It's kind of snappy, but still you can't pinch to zoom. I think in the other competitors, I think you can pinch to zoom. As you can see, the screen layout here is pretty clean and nice. As you can see, go back here to the home screen. You got some dedicated home buttons here, this tiny volume knob. They also have climate control, 3-level heated seats that you cannot get on the Honda Type R. But to put the Type R into, the Civic into reverse here, just click it over here to the right and pull it down. As you can see, you do have this backup camera here. It's not the best backup camera, but it does what it does. Trajectory, and also with distance marker, there is no rear parking sensors. You also have some different views here, a top-down view, just in case you're backing up close to a curve, you just want to see just a little bit closer. But putting it back and taking it out of reverse here, as you can see, there is some additional storage here. You also have this USB port here. That's why Honda didn't integrate this into a better part instead of having this like cable sticking out here. I don't actually like that. I wish they would have just put it how they do it in the their other products here. There is a pass-through through here. You can put additional storage, which I actually like this pass-through just in case you wanted to put like a little bag or purse here and different things like that. There is some buttons missing here. I'm not sure that's for the other markets around the world, but you do have a dedicated sport button here, electronic parking brake, a brake hold, center console here. Pull this back. As you can see, 2 cup holders. You can lift this up for additional storage. Shout out to Canada Dry. I drink this every morning, you know what I'm saying? The seats here, they're very comfortable. There is some red stitching and red piping here. The seats are very comfortable. They do hold you in place. And my Tesla does have this standard size sunroof. Honda doesn't offer a panoramic sunroof on the Accord or on their SIs here. This is for the sunroof here. As you can see, you can tilt it back and close it. The upper part of your dashboard here is a nice ejector molded plastic. There is this carbon fiber like look here, which I think is pretty nice. The glove box is stamped and it's not lined with felt. You have your owner's manual and stuff like that you can fit inside this glove box. But let's hop into the back seat of the Honda SI. So getting to the back seat of the Honda SI, Honda offers this in a coupe and also in the sedan, of course, that I'm in right now. The materials back here are going to be a hard touch plastic. There is some additional storage here in the door. 1 map pocket. Honda doesn't give you no rear air vents back here or any USB charging ports or anything like that. So it's kind of Spartan back here in the back seat of the SI. There's this hump here. It doesn't intrude into the third passenger, but you can definitely fit 3 people across of a smaller frame. Honda raised the legroom back here at 37.4 inches of legroom. Pulling this armrest down here, there are 2 cup holders with a nice portion here to rest your elbows. But let's take the Civic out and see how it actually performs. And mind you, I don't know how to drive a manual, so this is going to be very damn funny. All right, guys, so I'm going to start driving this thing, and of course, if you guys know, I'm not the best manual driver. I have been practicing how to drive manual, but your boy don't know how to do that. So my friend is gonna kind of help me get through this because I don't know how to do it. So if I ask questions, you don't mind helping me?
That's fine.
Okay, so he agrees to help me because this is his car and I don't want to break the clutch or burn the clutch out. So, and that's not gonna be cheap to fix. So I know you start in with the clutch and then you put your foot on the brake, right?
Push down on the emergency, the brake, push down.
So this does have the electronic parking brake, the electronic parking brake. And then I know I'm gonna keep my foot on the clutch, and then
you can let go of the brake.
Let go of the brake.
Put it in first.
First is up,
and then let go of the brake and start giving it a bit of gas while letting go of the clutch slowly. Let go of the clutch.
Okay.
That happens. That happens solid. Alright.
Okay, so like I was saying, my homeboy Steve taught me, shout out to Steve, you guys go subscribe to his channel. He taught me how to do it a little bit. So I kind of got it down a little packed, but like I said, I'm not the best manual driver out here, and I'm not trying to be.
When you're going into the next year,
right,
give it gas when you're letting go of the clutch.
Okay.
That's why when you let go of the clutch first and then give it gas, you feel the little thump.
Okay. So starting off here in the 2020 Honda Civic Si, visibility is pretty good. You do have these big side mirrors here, and of course you guys know I'm gonna say you have this stupid lane watch camera that everybody disses Honda for, but I think it's good for your safety, just in case you're driving and you want to just see what's next to you. You just click this little center button here in the middle, I mean, on the actual turning signal stock, and it shows you what it shows you what's next to you. But I wish Honda would have just went with it in the actual left side of the vehicle as well. When that first came out, that was groundbreaking technology for Honda at the time. But my Tesla does have a sport mode here. Put it into a sport mode. Mind you, I'm not gonna do anything crazy because I don't know how to drive this thing.
That's
so
fine.
it's okay. I'm just leave it in sport mode like this. And this does have the adaptive dampers, steering feel. The chassis is very planted. Even the steering is tight as well. Like I say, guys, I'm not the best manual driver, but still, I'm doing this. Some people can't even drive a manual, so I'm actually happy for myself.
Shout out to the people that can't really drive, but if you want to learn, because it's really fun to drive.
Right.
Once you get the hang of it.
Right. And
traffic, not so much, but you learn how to love it.
You know, you're on empty back roads like this. This is the best place to practice and learn how to drive a manual transmission. So I know when you come into a stop, I know you have to put the clutch and the brake in at the same time.
Yeah. Then go into neutral.
Ease it up a little bit.
Well, we're at Homestead Speedway.
Yep. Put it in neutral.
I mean, if they want me to show them how to launch the car, I could.
Stalled it. First time stalling it. Yeah, guys, this is going to be a long driving video. So we're in neutral. We're going to put it into first. Going to ease up off the clutch a little bit.
Give it a bit of gas. Like, remember how some of you do that while letting go of the clutch? Look at that.
Oh.
You're neutral. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I kind of got it, guys. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and roast me in the comments. It's okay. But I'm learning it. I'm getting it down packed. So next time, now I won't say next time, but a couple times from now, you guys might see your boy actually whipping a manual. But still, I'm very impressed with the SI. A lot of people actually like it because this car is it starts at a very good price of $25,200. You can get this thing for pretty good price, and of course it's a Honda, so it's going to be very reliable, very good build quality. So this car is going to last for a very long time. So there's nothing to worry about. And this does come with Honda's safety sense, which is adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, braking system, lane keeping assist, and also road departure mitigation. So this thing is fully loaded. Okay.
It happens. I remember when it happened to me my first time. You can gun it.
So
yeah, you're keeping the accelerator down when you're shifting.
I think so.
Yeah, don't. When you're gonna shift, take the foot off the
clutch,
accelerator, and then go like that, and then shift.
Okay. So sometimes I can get it right, guys. Sometimes I can't. So like I say, I'm not the best, but I'm learning. But you guys can go ahead and roast me in the comments because I know it's gonna happen.
One thing I have noticed with the car, it does have turbo lag, rev lag, whatever. I don't remember the name.
And yes, guys, this is his personal car, so he knows.
Because I've noticed it does it sometimes, but not all the time, where it just rev hangs on top.
So tell me, not to cut you off, but tell me the things that you've noticed about the car since owning it, because this car only has about
a lot of rev hang, and pretty much that's pretty much about it. It's pretty good on gas. It's pretty good on ride quality, and pretty much it's a fun car to drive. If you ever want to take it out to the track, you can. It's fun to go around corners.
So the ride quality here is pretty good, like he mentioned. Like this is his daily driver, so fuel economy is rated at 26 in the city, 36 on the highway, so he gets very good MPG. But you know, like I said, me just driving this car or driving a manual for like the third or fourth time in my life of driving a car. What are the police doing? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that was very random. Well, yeah, see the crazy things you guys see here in Miami, but
I'm dead.
But yeah, driving this manual car is really good. But if you guys want to get the peak performance, Honda recommends that you put premium gas in this thing instead of regular. But you can put regular, but Honda would prefer if you put premium, so you get the full experience of owning a manual car.
Pretty much the turbo just acts sluggish.
Yeah, well, I guess when you want to gun it, it's like is it like a lot of turbo lag? As you guys can see, it said lane departure mitigation. So I'm not sure why it said that, but I guess it didn't see the markings in the road.
Yeah, so the camera's right here.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
pretty much if it senses you going towards more to the right or left, it'll let you know.
Right.
Or it'll sometimes store you back into the lane.
Right.
And then here's the lane keeping assist.
Yeah. So you guys have your standard stuff here, which is standard that Honda offers. So there's no additional charge. So you don't have to pay for anything. But I'm getting the hang of it a little bit. Like he was telling me, he's like, bro, you're gonna get the hang of it. Like I said, my friend Steve was teaching me at the time to drive a manual. And he said, Steve always told me, keep it in first gear just in case.
I don't. I always leave it in neutral. I normally just use the brake hold.
Okay, so I gotta remember, take my foot off the clutch. Ah, see, more smoother. Right.
But you're getting it. You'll get the hang of it.
So here on this surface of this road, it's a little bit bumpy, but I'm gonna test out the adaptive dampers that this car has, because this does have a sport mode. So Honda wants you to drive like an actual race car driver. They want you to get that full feel of driving a manual car, especially young buyers. Sorry that the camera's a little shaky. Like I mentioned, this road here is horrible. So, but riding, yeah. But riding on this portion of the road here, it's pretty good. The car doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. The chassis feels planted. This rides on a 10th generation Civic platform. Mind you, this underpins, or this ride, or the Type R rides on the same platform as this, of course. This is the sedan that I have here instead of the coupe. I think the coupe looks really good, but if you're in, me personally, I don't really care for coupe cars, just for the simple fact of having that you have to get out the driver's seat or passenger seat in order to let someone get into the back seat. I don't really care for cars like that, just for the simple fact of you have to keep putting wear and tear in the seat by moving it forward and back. Like, to me, I don't really care for that kind of stuff, because I'm like, it's too much work. You know what I'm saying? I would rather get a 4-door car to make it better for my friends and family to get in my car.
I'll give you that. You're getting the hang of it. A lot quicker than.
Oh, okay.
A little burnout, I see.
You gotta start young.
True that. You gotta start somewhere.
Right, exactly. So, Honda says with the final drive ratio, they changed it about 6%. As you guys can see, I kind of a little small little burnout there. And this does not come with all-wheel drive. This only comes in front-wheel drive. So, you will do a lot of peeling out with your Civics. Even in the Type R, I haven't driven the Type R yet. It's good to go. I'm gonna test drive it if I just keep practicing how to drive the manual, which I know that I will if my friend lets me borrow his car every now and then to practice and, you know, put some content out on the channel. But I'm very impressed with the Honda SI, and I'm very proud of Honda for still keeping the manual. Honda keeps the manual, Kia keeps the manual, also Hyundai as well, Chevy, Dodge as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think none of those cars, Ford as well, because they still have the Mustang with the manual. Chevy has the Camaro with the manual as well. So a lot of car manufacturers are still keeping the manual, even though it's down a significant amount due to a lot of people buying automatic cars and plus electrification. So the numbers are going to be down for the manual in the upcoming years. So a lot of car manufacturers are just discontinuing those cars, and it's sad to say that, but that's the new life of losing a manual transmission. I think it's very good to learn how to drive a manual, just for the simple fact of like basically just having fun. So after spending time with the 2020 Honda Civic Si, this vehicle is really comfortable and has a surprisingly good ride quality. So how much does a Civic Si cost? Starting price is $25,200, including destination. This one stickers for $26,155. I would like to give a special thanks to one of my subscribers, one of my friends that I met at the Miami Auto Show. He actually purchased this car from the dealership that I film my videos at. If you guys are looking to purchase one of these Honda Civics Si, just check out the description box below and let me know what you guys think about the Honda Civic Si. Yes, I don't know how to drive a manual car, as you guys seen from the driver impressions. I am not the best manual driver, but I'm in the works of practicing how to get it down right, to get it just right. But make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Driver Reviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.